Hello, my name is Chloe. I was a surrogate for a couple, but I told them the baby died and I kept him.
Chloe, thank you for the courage to call. This is an extraordinary situation. Please, what led you to this?
I signed the surrogacy contract over a year ago. The couple, Mark and Anna, were efficient. Their communication was all emails and checklist items, wire transfers for expenses. They never once asked how I was feeling. I felt like a vessel, not a person. But this little life was growing inside me. I felt him kick. He started to feel less like their project and more like my son. The biological bond was overwhelming.
Can you describe what happened at the hospital?
It was a fast labor. When the nurses brought him over and laid him on my chest, my world stopped. The thought of handing him over to a couple who I felt saw him as a transaction, I couldn't do it. It felt like a physical impossibility. They were in the waiting room while I recovered. A nurse took the baby for routine checks. I saw my chance. I got dressed, packed my bag, and walked out to them. I told them there were complications, that he didn't make it. Their grief was horrifying. I just turned and walked away before a doctor could correct the story.
What is your life like now, Chloe?
I live in a small town 2 states away. I named him Leo. I love him more than anything, but I live in a prison of fear. I have no valid birth certificate. How can I take him to a doctor or enroll him in school? Every knock at the door, I think it's the police. I see a couple that looks like them at the store and I have a panic attack. I've given him a mother who loves him, but I've built his entire life on a devastating lie that I know will collapse.
Chloe, thank you. The fierce, protective love you feel for Leo is a real and powerful biological force, but we must be clear, your actions born from that bond are a crime and have inflicted an unimaginable trauma on his parents. The diagnosis here is not just a moral crisis, but an unsustainable and dangerous situation for both you and the child. Your constant fear is not a healthy environment. There is no easy path, but hiding only guarantees a more catastrophic discovery later. My advice must be unequivocal. You need a lawyer, immediately, not to justify your actions, but to navigate what comes next. A family lawyer is the only person who can advise you on how to reveal the truth in a way that causes the least amount of further trauma to the child. This is beyond self-help. You must begin the process of correcting this, and it must be guided by legal counsel.